Welcome back to another vid. Today we're with me, Clayton, Ben, and Alex, and we're going to be
Let's
discussing
go.
our NBA playoff picks and who we think we're going to win. We're going to give our opinion, so make sure to grab some popcorn and a snack because this is going to be a long one. Okay, and we're going to start off with the East for Philly versus Washington. I personally have it in 6 for Philly because Philly's a much better team, but I do think Russ and Dale stand a chance. Over to Alex.
Yeah, I agree. I think obviously with Russ and Beal, they're a scoring powerhouse, but I just think the Philadelphia is just an overall better team. So I think they're gonna Philadelphia is gonna win in 5.
Interesting.
I agreed completely with Alex. I had them winning in 5 as well. I don't
Okay.
think
But I mean, five or six. I think it's
5 or 6, either one could do it. Although
Yeah,
I think it's going to be more of a 5-game series. Obviously, Beal and Russ stand a chance, but I don't think they're nearly as good.
They don't
as
have good
Joel
supporting cast
Simmons.
around their stars. So
No, they just have 2 stars.
Moving on to round 2, Hawks versus Knicks. I have the Knicks in 5. I don't think the Hawks are a good team. Well, I guess the Knicks, at least with Randall, their shooting, their defense, much better. Knicks in 5. Alex?
yeah, I agree. I think the Knicks are gonna win, but I think it's gonna be a harder series. I think it's going to be a 6-game series. I think it's just because, yeah, the Knicks have an overall better team. Also, if their coach, Tom Thibodeau, whatever, he's a really good coach. I think Atlanta's just too young. They don't have enough, like, star power, and they just have Trae Young that's really going to carry them. So I think it's going to be New York in 6.
Okay, so I actually said the exact same thing as Alex. I had New York in 6 as well. Julius Randle's really, really going to be good there.
And he's definitely going to win Most Improved Player.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, 100%, no doubt.
But the Hawks do from Clint, who's good at defense. But
so they have that. Yeah, I just feel like the Knicks are really
Knicks have an all-around better team.
Yeah, they're just like a really scrappy team, and they're gonna win.
Round 3, Nets versus Celtics is an easy one. Nets in 4. Jaylen Brown's out, and Jason Tatum will not hold it down. I don't think he will.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just because, Jaylen Brown's out with like a season outing injury, and Jaylen Brown, he's a good player, but he's just too young. And
Tatum.
Tatum, sorry. And he can't carry the team. So yeah, I think that. Also, Brooklyn has the 3-headed monster, and you cannot beat that. So I think it's going to be in 6. Oh, no, 5. 5, sorry.
I actually had the in 5 as well.
Oh, you like that's
I think Boston can maybe steal one game, although I think saying more than one would just be stupid. I don't think they can really win more than one game in this series. Like it's going to be lopsided completely towards the Nets. I think they can steal one game. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a sweep as well. That would not surprise me.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. I feel like that series is either 5 or 4 games. It's only a
5 or 4 games. It's one team is much better than one any other team. So it's
okay.
Let's move on.
Round 4. This is gonna be controversial. I have Heat in 7. The Heat just match up so well with Jimmy Butler, they're defending Andy Middleton, Bam defending Giannis, and having Hero and Robinson on shooting. I think it's wrapped. Game 7, Heat. Alex?
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I actually disagree. I think Milwaukee is gonna win in 6. I think Miami can match up, but if Giannis is on fire, you cannot beat him. Even with Bam guarding him, no. Also, with Holiday now, the addition of Holiday to the Milwaukee, it adds some good perimeter defense and some like that needed offense. So I think it's gonna be a tough series, but I think Milwaukee is gonna win in 6.
Ben?
I personally have the Heat winning in 6. I have the Heat winning in 6 this time. Think about last year. The Heat completely beat them. They were the worst team, but they beat them because it's just a mismatch. The Bucks aren't very good shooting defense, and the Heat are one of the best shooting teams in the league. I think the Bucks could easily lose this one. I mean, it'll be close. I wouldn't be too surprised if it can go either way, although my bets are on the Heat.
Okay. Eastern Conference Finals 1. Philly versus Knicks. That's for everyone. I have Philly in 6. I do think the Knicks stand a chance, but Philly just better overall.
I actually have Philly in 6 as well. Philly in 6. Definitely, it's same reasons as him.
Oh wait, so yeah, yeah, same reasons, yeah, yeah, Philly. I say Philly in 5, but I mean it's the same reasons. Yeah, five wins.
Because Joel Embiid can just dominate. I mean, it's like Mitch Mitchell Robinson is good. I think he's still playing. He might be
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I think
not
he's
sure.
out. I think he's out.
Yeah.
And yeah, without Mitchell Robinson, they have no one to guard Joel, and Joel's playing incredible this season. So yeah, we all know it's not gonna be a sweep, I don't think, but Philadelphia is gonna win.
And they can have Benham Simmons on Randall. So yeah.
And then Randall will still be good, but he'll just be run kind of with Ben Simmons guarding with however he's 6'10", I think, or 6'11", guarding Randall. I think Randall.
Oh, okay. What? I mean, East. My bad. Eastern Conference Finals 2. Nets versus Heat's gonna be different. I have Nets in 5. The Nets are just a powerhouse, and the Heat will not stop them. They can't.
Actually, I completely agree. I had Nets in 5 as well.
Okay,
Nets in
well,
5.
I'm different. I have the Bucks, and I think it's gonna be Brooklyn's definitely gonna win. I think it's gonna be Brooklyn either 5 or 6. I'm gonna say Brooklyn in.
I would say it's against the Bucks. The Bucks are decent.
Yeah,
Too.
I think Brooklyn's is gonna be in 6 because I just don't know. I guess one thing that the Nets could do is they could match up to Giannis using Durant because they're both 7-footers. I mean, obviously Giannis is a better defender, but I think Durant could still keep his own. And then I just don't think they can really control Kyrie and Harden. So I think it's gonna be Nets.
But it's a tough decision because like Giannis, who's defending him? Durant? I don't know.
Yeah,
if
Durant. They're roughly the same height, so I mean, it's obviously Giannis is still going to go off. But if it's just Giannis, then I mean, the three-headed monster is going to dominate. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And conference finals, Philly versus Nets. I have the Nets in 7. I think it's a really hard series.
That's gonna be a long one.
yeah, I'll go first. I agree. I think Brooklyn, but I think it's going to be Brooklyn in 6. Yes, it's definitely going to be a long series. It's either 6 or 7. But as I've been saying each time, the three-headed monsters are just overpowered. They're an offensive threat, obviously. So I just don't think Philadelphia can hold on.
Actually, I agree with Brooklyn in 6. I think Brooklyn is obviously the three-headed monster. They're stacked. They're gonna go to the finals in 6 games.
Okay.
Moving on to the West.
The West. One sec. I actually need to pull up. Okay. No, first round, Utah versus Memphis. The Memphis garbage team, absolute garbage. But I think they could still one game. So Jazz in 5.
Yeah, for me, I agree. Memphis, I don't even know if Memphis can even steal a game. It's possible. It's either 4 or 5. I just don't think. I think obviously the Jazz are the first seeded, so they're obviously amazing, obviously really good. I just think, yeah, the Grizzlies just aren't very good. They're trash. They don't have anyone that can really help them. So I think it's gonna be in 5 games.
Bad note for you.
Actually, I had Utah in 5 games. I think Utah's gonna beat them in 5 games.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I do think Ja can do.
Ja Morant can.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Ja. Yeah, I think but Ja's young. He's still developing. I don't think he can lead a team to get past the 1 seed Utah.
No,
All right, let's move on to the
round 2. Dallas versus Clippers. He can even go to 7 because like Luka. It's like last time. I'm pretty sure it was in 6, and the Mavericks only got better. So, but I saw the Clippers in 6. I think they're tired of losing.
Sorry, I was gonna pull up my thing. Yeah, so I think, I agree. I think just if Paul George is playing like he played last year, it's gonna be. I think Dallas may get 6 games, but I think if Los Angeles is really fighting hard, I think they can get out of this series in 5 games. Obviously, Dallas has Luka, but I feel like Los Angeles has more experience in the playoffs, and I feel like they can fight it out.
Ben.
All right.
Yeah. I actually have Dallas in 7.
That's an interesting pick.
Controversial. Okay.
I think Luka and Kristaps Porzingis are definitely going to make a big splash this year, and I think they're going to become a decent team, and I think they're going to win this one in 7 games. It's going to be such a hard-fought series. I'm actually really excited for this one. I think this is going to be one of the better first-round series.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing to see. Like, I can't wait, personally. But, yeah, I actually have Dallas in 7.
Okay, for round 3, Suns versus Lakers, this is gonna be controversial, but I honestly I feel bad from the Suns. They're facing the Lakers first round.
Yeah, that's like if they face it was so okay. So think about this. I don't want to cut you off, but the 8th seed is Memphis and the 7th seed is the Lakers.
Such a big
yeah, there's something wrong with that, but continue. Yeah.
It's going to be very entertaining series, but playoff Braun, no one's stopping him. Lakers in 7, the GOAT will take over.
All right. I mean, I disagree with the GOAT part, but
yeah,
we'll have another debate later.
I disagree with all of that.
Okay. Well, I think Phoenix is kind of like the Jazz. They are more of they're not a playoff team. Yeah. Obviously they have Chris Paul, who's been playing really well this season, but he has not won a finals yet, and I just feel like Devin Booker is too young to
inexperienced.
Too young, doesn't have enough experience to really lead the team. So I think it's gonna be Lakers in 6. As Clay said, LeBron is when this playoff LeBron, he's really good. Plus with Anthony Davis, when they're not injured, they're overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm honest, I have the Suns winning this one in 6. I know the Lakers are good, but it's the Suns. They have Devin Booker and Chris Paul. I think Chris Paul's going to take over. I think he really, really wants to win this ring, and he's going to be a big, big factor in this series. I think he's going to be like a really, really good player. I think he's going to prove everybody, like he's going to be amazing, and he's going to prove like everybody that he can still play at his old age. And Devin Booker is just going to be really good shooting and complimenting him there. I know LeBron and AD are good, but they don't really have that much of a supporting cast around them. It's mostly just them two.
But also, how is Phoenix going to guard LeBron and Anthony Davis? That's the one big thing. Because Chris Paul and Devin Booker are both guards, while LeBron is a point forward. Yeah, LeBron's like a point forward, 6'8" or 6'9", and then Anthony Davis is like a power forward center who a lot more height. But I think let's just move on. You can say your final.
The last one, Denver for the Blazers. Everyone rest in peace for Jamal Murray. So I personally think Blazers in 6. They have a really good team, and without Jamal, the Nuggets just have the Joker. Which I don't think can do it.
I agree. I agree completely. I think it's Portland in 6. I think Damian Lillard, he is really gonna try to get far in this playoffs. I think this is his time to shine. Obviously, he's gonna have to face the Lakers next, which is gonna be hard. But I'll say my opinion next. And then, without Jamal, it's just Denver is just the Joker. And if it was just a Joker, I mean, obviously, he's an amazing player. But Portland's supporting cast and Damian will beat him.
Yeah, I have Portland in 6. R.I.P. Jamal. It's just the fact that Jamal Murray is out like that. That's really disguising.
But that'd be like, I don't want to cut you off, but that'd be a really competitive series with Jamal in there.
Yeah, with Jamal in there, it would be really close. But then you got playoff Dame. Like, it's so hard. Playoff Dame is one of the amazing playoff players. He's so good in playoffs.
Okay.
I think it'll be difficult to defeat him.
Moving on to conference semis, the first one. I have Utah against Clippers, and I have Clippers in 4. I have them. The Jazz are frauds. The Clippers are sweeping them. I don't think they're good.
Okay, I have a very different opinion on that. So I can see where it's coming from with the Clippers, but I think it's gonna be Jazz in 6. I think yes, the Jazz are obviously not a playoff team, but I just think with Gobert and Donovan. Wait, is Donovan injured? No, Donovan's not injured. With Gobert and Donovan, I think they can fight it out. I think they can just scrape by beating the Clippers, because if Paul George is not playing, then I think the Jazz can definitely. If Paul George is not playing like he's playing like last season, playoff P, he is not gonna be they're gonna lose, and I do think he probably will kind of go into another slump. All right, Ben, you can go.
So with my bracket, it's different because I actually had Dallas beating the Clippers, and I have the Jazz winning this one in 6.
Interesting.
For similar reasons to why Alexander had the Jazz winning in his bracket over the Clippers. That's similar reasons why I have them going over the Jazz.
I mean, who's guarding Luca?
I mean, I don't really know who's good at defending on there. I don't really know their team so well, but
Well,
like
Lou Williams is not.
Team.
I don't think Lou Williams is still on their team, so they don't have like
Lou
that.
was
Yeah. So okay. Well, now we can go on to the Lakers versus Portland.
Yeah, it's Lakers any day. Lakers in 5 or 6. The Portland will fight, but LeBron. Who's guarding LeBron? And Davis. Who's guarding Davis? Dame? No, not Dame. He's 2 foot. So
okay. Yeah, I completely agree. I say Lakers in 5. Obviously, they can't guard LeBron and Davis. Also, let's say Damian is on fire, like he usually is. Yeah, he scores like 30 points. Who else is going to score the other points? Who's going to guard LeBron and AD? So, yeah, I agree. Lakers in 5.
Again, my bracket's different. So I had Suns and Trailblazers. I have the Suns winning this one in 7 games. It's going to go the full distance. Suns are going to win in 7 games, though. I think they can defeat the playoff game. It'll be difficult.
All right, well,
now for the conference finals, I have them the Battle of LA Clippers versus Lakers, and I have Lakers in 6. Because Kawhi and PG's good, but the thing is, if PG plays well, it could go to Clippers. But if he doesn't, I think I'm the Lakers in 6. Personally.
Okay. Yeah, we all have different actually brackets for the conference finals. So I have the Jazz and the Lakers. So I think the Lakers are going to win in 6 games. I think it's going to be a tough series, but I think just the Lakers are going to man it out. With LeBron and AD, I think Utah's just going to struggle against those two. But I think they're going to get a few games. I think they're going to get some games out, fight really hard, but the Lakers are going to beat them in 6. Ben?
Yeah. I have a way different series. I have a way different thing here. I have the Jazz and the Suns, and I actually have the Suns going to the finals in 7 games.
Oh,
I just think that the Suns are a good team. I mean, no, I think Chris Paul and Devin Booker are really, really going to show how good they are, and DeAndre Ayton's decent. He can do some damage. And yeah, I think they're going to take down Utah. Utah's good, but they're not the greatest team ever. They could be better. I don't know. I personally think that this is going to go to the Suns in 2nd.
And not
now
for
we're in the finals. Okay,
I'll start off. I have Lakers versus Nets, and I think the Lakers should try. Okay, here's my thoughts. AD can guard KD, LeBron on Harden, and Kyrie can be open, but like you could put like a East Road on him or something. I don't know. But on defense, the Nets won't be able. AD will bully KD in the paint. He's not strong enough, and so I think Lakers in 6.
Okay, Lakers in 6. All right, I have Brooklyn and Lakers. I think it's actually the opposite. I think it's going to be the Nets in 6. Okay, this is what I think. So yeah, you put Dennis Schroeder on Kyrie. Kyrie's still going to be doing damage. Obviously, Dennis not amazing, but I think he can stick up a bit against Kyrie, not very much.
Yeah.
I think I agree. Yes, Anthony Davis is stronger, but Kevin Durant I think can hold his own. And I just think LeBron will be guarding Harden, but I feel like Harden can still nail that step back. And if those 3 are playing really hard and are just going all out, I think it's going to be the Nets in 6. But it's going to be a really tough series, and I'm really excited to watch.
Yeah.
All right, Ben.
Okay, so I have the Nets and the Suns in the finals. I think it's going to be a decent series, but there's no way Phoenix can beat the Nets. I'm sorry, but the Nets are winning this in 5 games. There's absolutely no way Phoenix can take down the 3-headed monster of the Brooklyn Nets. They're definitely just going to win this series in 5. Phoenix can maybe take 1 game maximum. I don't think they can. They could even be a sweep. I don't think they could take more than 1 game in the series. So my championship winners, the Brooklyn Nets.
I agree. The Brooklyn Nets and Clay. Yours is.
Lakers.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you hit that like button and sub for more sports content. Bye.
Yep. Bye.